All right, we're here to proceed with pre-trial conference for the trial of Mr. Crittenden, and I assume you're all ready to proceed with trial today? Does anyone have any preliminary issues that you think need to be discussed?
I can think of none.
Okay. We, because of our time that is available in the courtroom, we need to proceed expeditiously, and I think you all, you have your witnesses, and I have a list of who your expected witnesses are, and I think you have some stipulations concerning the admission of testimony.
I believe we do have some stipulations regarding the authenticity of exhibits, which is to say that any exhibits that are on the list, their authenticity is stipulated too. There may be other objections, but authenticity, essentially other foundational matters would be stipulated too.
And thank you for providing me with a list of the exhibits. Do you, I can't remember, are there exhibits from both sides, or are they primarily from the state?
It's a unified list. I suspect
okay.
most of them will be admitted by the government, but it's not entirely clear.
Okay.
I do believe we're going to be using at least two.
Two, if they don't use it.
Okay. And I understand there's a request for the rule excluding witnesses from the courtroom, and so I've made a note to myself to advise the witnesses that they should, or advise you all that you need to be sure your witnesses are outside the courtroom, and we'll do that prior to opening statements so that they will not listen in on opening statement and know what you expect the other witnesses to testify to. But hopefully I will not forget that, but if I forget to exclude the witnesses from the courtroom, please remind me.
Your Honor, there were two small matters. One, with respect to the exhibits, earlier today I provided counsel with two additional proposed exhibits that are not on the list. I think they're non-controversial. One of them is a photograph of the deceased, Mr. James, which would be numbered as Exhibit 23. The other item is, I haven't identified it as an exhibit, it is simply essentially a page from the calendar of July 1881, which at some point during the trial I may ask you to take judicial notice of in order to orient the jury with respect to time and some circumstance. Something else I was going to mention. Oh, when we come to Mr. Ford's testimony, I would ask that after he finishes testifying that he not be released from his subpoena, and he will indeed be requested to remain in the courtroom after he testifies.
Okay. And I can't imagine any objection to that, so we'll be sure that he be retained in case he's needed for rebuttal testimony. Because of our limited time, we have discussed that we'll try to move forward on objections pretty clearly. I think bench conferences take more time, and so we'll try to do everything from counsel table unless it's a particularly sensitive issue. Trying to think of anything else. Anything we haven't covered?
Judge, I do have one thing with how we move around the courtroom. Does the court prefer that we, if we need to approach a witness, that we request that, or can we go ahead and
go right ahead?
Okay.
Let's not take the time to do that and move forward.
There was one other thing that everybody, I apologize if you already covered this, everybody stipulate to demonstrative exhibits. Are those going to be an issue?
Admissible.
Okay.
Yeah.
We do have one enlargement. It's an exhibit that's already in the packet. We just blew it up. And we're showing that to the jury.
Okay. Anything further? All right. Well, we should move quickly, and we'll start after, my understanding is after the jury selected, start with the swearing of the jury, and I'll read 3 instructions, and we'll move into opening statement, and you'll have the right to either make your opening statement then or reserve it. Have you decided what you're going to do yet?
we'll make a note.
Yeah.
I figure. And the other issue is instruction 9, so I need to remember to ask you whether you want instruction 9 given, and we'll try to be sure that we cover that at some time on the break.
Sure.
And so we're going to break after the state rests with your witnesses. Okay? And so, all right, should be an interesting
Thank you.
trial. I'll look forward to hearing your evidence.
Good luck.